Hello, everyone. Oh, I'm dying.
Women.
I don't know if I have it in me. I think this might be the end.
Serena.
Yeah, what's up?
Do it for the women.
Okay. Hey, Holly, I have a question.
Yeah, what's up?
What would you say if I told you that I fell down the stairs earlier?
Knowing your stairs, I would say ow.
Okay. Is that your final answer?
Ow, that sucks. I'm sorry.
Why would you say ow if I'm the one that fell down the stairs?
Because I can imagine how much it would have hurt.
Oh, and you're making it about you.
No, I'm saying I understand that would have hurt.
Oh, you also fell downstairs.
I have fallen downstairs before, and knowing your stairs, I can only imagine how much it hurt you.
Okay. Interesting. I didn't fall down any stairs. I just wanted to, get some feelers out, get the hypotheticals. Yeah, I didn't fall down the stairs. I'd be in a lot of pain. I might go to the hospital for that. No, I'm fine. I was curious what your response would be if I fell down the stairs. You passed, by the way. You showed empathy, which is a good thing for you to show when a fellow human being expresses pain.
I wasn't aware I was being tested.
Well, you passed, so congratulations.
Cool.
Yeah.
Y'all, I'm a fucking genius.
What would you say if I got shot with a gun 3 times in both knees?
Why are you on stream? Call an ambulance. I'll meet you at the hospital.
What? Okay, let's say it happens when I'm not on stream.
Oh my god. Holy shit. Are you okay? Oh my god, you've been shot. Someone call an ambulance.
And then what if I responded, yeah, it's not that bad. I just kind of a little bit of a mishap. Damn, no Appleman. Can't believe it. The people yearn for Appleman, but that's why. No, hold on. This is why I can't play Appleman every day, because I need to leave the people yearning. Yearning is an important aspect of the human condition. You must yearn for Appleman.
The people demand the apple.
And the people must learn patience. Anyway, thanks for showing empathy for my hypothetical agonies and pains. That's good to know.
I think I want to stop this bit now.
Okay. That's fine, because we can start playing, what game is this?
We're back to Of the Devil.
TikTok doesn't have Of the Devil as a category, so I just call it Phoenix Wright over there.
I mean, it's Phoenix Wright, but women.
Did you hear Appleman? Appleman will be back on Monday. That's what Apple Monday is for. I saw a comic that was Phoenix Wright, but women. Where Phoenix and Edgeworth were women, and I don't really feel like I can go into what they were doing on stream, but they were fucking nasty. I'll just, leave it at that.
Okay.
Anyway, how's everyone doing today? How are you doing today, Holly?
Did you almost forget my name?
No, I got distracted.
I'm doing okay. I've been on a multi-day outing with some friends.
Oh, fun.
For a little bit. So I just got back from that.
Did you go to the woods?
I had a lot of fun.
Did you go to the woods?
Not to the woods. We went to. I went back to campus to see one of my partners.
Fun. Is campus in the woods?
But it's close.
Wow. Oh, because that's where Dawn of the Planet of the Apes.
There is a small section of woods by SF State.
Well, I guess it's your choice if you want to dox yourself.
I'll dox myself. It's public where I am.
I guess. Okay. My home address and social security number are as fault.
Yeah, no, I live on 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. Washington, D.C.
That's good though. I'm glad that you had a fun time.
Yeah, but now I'm back and I just have this endless urge to kiss women.
I think you should go to the hospital. I think there's something wrong. I need to quit the game and make it so I
should kiss women.
I need to quit the game to make it come out of my headphones. Hold on. Why do I have an output speaker that's just I don't know www?
Because that's exactly how you would write that.
What does that do? Why do I have that? Okay.
I don't know.
Headphones, gaming headset. I don't know. It's scary.
I'm still recalling. I don't know. It's making me sick.
That's how I feel whenever I see women. This is my dark evil arc where I'm straight now.
How is the bastard cat, by the way?
Caesar?
Yeah.
He's fine. She's
Good.
She's kind of just doing her own thing. Is the game? Okay, I can hear the game now. Oh, I should make it so the chat can see the game. That would be important. There we go.
Make it so I could.
Oh, I gotta reshare it with you. Shadow's having
emotions last time.
Shadow's having a bit of a tough time because he's an old dog, but I took him out for a little walk. He's just got old bones, but I took him out for a walk and he's doing okay.
Poor boy.
Yeah.
Shadow needs to know that I love him very much.
I'll pass that along.
Good.
I made a quesadilla this morning and it was really fucking tasty.
Kind of cool.
There was cheese and steak and onion and jalapeno and yes. I sauteed the steak, onions, and jalapenos together and then put it into a quesadilla with some.
That sounds really good. I could really fuck up a steak quesadilla right now.
Well, we're out of steak. Sorry, I used the rest of it this morning.
Well, I'm not gonna go over. I could get a quesadilla literally a block from my house, which again is at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. Mail me your bombs if you hate me.
Okay, I guess if you love Holly, don't mail her your bombs of love. That also,
even if you love me, you should still mail bombs to 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue.
That's fucked up. I'm gonna get killed for saying. They're gonna hurt me badly. Remember last stream when we took like 20 minutes to even start the game?
Yeah.
I think we should wait even longer this time.
I think we can go the hour.
Yeah, honestly, this can just be a title screen stream. Which one of us can do a better impression of Super Mario? Hi, I'm Mario.
No.
Wahoo!
It's a Mario.
Spaghetti.
I love killing turtles.
I love stomping turts, perchance. I'm gonna drink some of my iced tea that I got.
I spent my whole childhood stomping Koopas.
Yum, 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 yum. Okay. We'll start the game.
Thank you!
Whoa! Oh my god, Lily, thank you for the raid. Welcome in, raiders. Hold on, I gotta do a... You're just in time. You're just about to start. Yay, I did it right. Wahoo! How's everyone doing? Welcome in. We're playing Of the Devil today, which I've heard is like Phoenix Wright, but with lesbianism. Or so I've been told. How was your stream?
Yeah,
It's like if it was, it's like everything if it was better. Are you talking about Of the Devil? That's great. I'm excited.
I'm Morgan it.
What's who's Morgan?
Our protagonist.
Oh, that's
Morgan
right.
Counselor.
I forgot everything. I forgot everything that has ever happened. Sorry.
So for those of you who aren't aware, we're playing Chapter 0, and we have just entered the interrogation room, the counseling quarter, or whatever the fuck they call it.
The friendship halls.
Yeah.
Morgan, friendship halls, now. Straight up Morgan it, and by it, well, let's just say my Evangeline. I haven't met her yet.
Her last name is Evangeline.
Oh, I thought that was good.
First name is Evangeline. It's weird.
I thought Evangeline was going to be the name of the lesbian prosecutor.
No, her name is Evangeline Morgan, but she goes by Morgan.
This is a really good sprite, by the way. I really like her happy sprite.
I love it too. It's like
such a shitter face, you know what I mean?
It really sells how actually blunt she is.
Oh yeah. Can fall asleep in any position. I can do that too. I love sleeping on the floor or the bed or the other.
Or a couch while I play Digimon.
I do love falling asleep on the couch while Holly plays Digimon. That has happened twice now, I think.
Yeah.
Everyone go play the Digimon Time Stranger demo, please. And thank you.
It's good.
It's good. How was your stream, Lily? What were you playing? It's depressing as hell in here. They need to liven this place up. Carla's flat, right? Hope you don't mind if I get comfortable. We've got a lot to cover. But this shouldn't take all night.
What are you... Look, I already told you people, I didn't...
I'm not a cop, Carlos. Furthest thing from it. I'm a lawyer. Your lawyer, in fact. And I'm here to help you.
Yeah, well... They said that too. All of them did. Back there, in here, kept repeating it the whole ride over. They said that they were going to help me, that they knew this was all a mistake. Then they said that I killed... Acting like they were on my side. And they thought that I could have...
It's not their job to help you, Carlos, but it is mine, and I'm here now. Thank you, Lily. I love it when there's lesbians in my chat room. It's awesome.
Yay!
Yay! He's still in shock. I need more information, but if I approach this the wrong way, he'll just clam up even more. I'm sure you're exhausted. It's probably difficult to think, let alone speak. But I'd like you to try and answer a few questions.
The police already...
Questioned you, I'm sure. But they were treating you as a suspect, not as a client.
Okay. So what do you want to know?
I have a question for you, Holly, as someone who has played this game. Is the music in this game even a quarter as good as the music from Ace Attorney? Like,
the music in this game is like, a lot more supplemental to the story than it is something that takes center stage.
Okay, but are there moments with like a cornered type song playing?
Yeah, I'd say there's one or two.
The music in this game fucks profusely. Oh god, yeah. Because look, I don't need the music to even be remotely. Ace Attorney is some of my favorite music of all time. If this is even in the same ballpark as like that, then I'm all in.
By trade, video game music has to slap.
It's true. That's why Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric has my favorite Sonic soundtrack.
Really?
No.
Okay.
No, that was a lie.
Glad
I lied to you again. I just love lying so much. It feels fucking awesome.
I guess your true nature is of
Did I tell you
of the devil?
Did I tell you that I went to a family gathering last weekend, and I have a young cousin who's she's in like 3rd grade, and she said that her goal is to become the weirdest person in the world. And then I told her that I had already taken that role, and then she said that I wasn't weird, that I was just impossible to predict. And then she said that I lied 86%. She said I lied 2,000,000% of the time, but I talked her down to me only lying 86% of the time.
Kids got guts.
Honestly,
kids going places.
My young cousins are so fucking funny. Lying is so fun. It's awesome, and it's free.
I respect that. Yeah.
Hold on, I'm actually just kind of vibing out to the song right now. Okay.
Oh yeah, no. The fucking opening questioning theme. It's so good. Like you can hear it in a club.
Let's start simple, something mundane. Grounded wrote, "I'd like to know a bit more about you first, Carlos. Something like, what line of work are you in?"
I'm with City Engineering. Quick detail. Note that whenever Morgan is having an internal dialogue, her eyes go dull.
I'll keep an eye out for that. Because she is a cyber brain.
Or I was, or I should be.
As I thought, the police must be convinced he mapped the optics blackouts using data he stole from work.
My arm, I got it slotted for the job. And,
Carlos, I'm gonna need more than that. So what do I know? He works in city engineering, not a desk job. Reyes said he was modded for work, and that arm...
I hate that this color palette makes his teeth look yellow as fuck.
He's got a brush.
Yeah.
Must be in custody at the moment, but based on his shoulder, it'd have to be pretty... Can I look at the backlog? Reyes said that he was modded for work, and that arm must be in custody at the moment, based on his shoulder. On his shoulder?
Yeah, and he works in city engineering. They said something about heavy mass manipulation.
Yeah, so it would be utilitarian, right?
Yep.
Utilitarian, yeah. He doesn't strike me as the type who's enamored with the aesthetics of modding. The young and the restless and the rich, swapping in neon and chrome limbs because they like the way it looks, or the way it makes other people start looking at them. No, he's pragmatic, grounded, and very unlucky. In which case, I should be too. You know, my brother wanted to mod.
Really?
Really? I don't even have a brother. Oh, Morgan! Oh, Morgan! Oh, Morgan! Oh, Morgan! You're an 87% liar. That's 1% more than me for those keeping track at home.
I'm so glad that you continue to fall in love with Morgan. She's so good.
God, no, she's awesome. I love Morgan so much.
I do love Morgan, but my heart lies with someone else in this game who we will meet by the end of chapter 0.
The prosecutor?
Yeah.
The prostitutor. He had everything planned out, a whole career path of promotions and bonuses and the upgrades they'd afford him. Then came his 18th birthday present. Test results politely informing him that he's not a viable candidate.
That sucks.
I think he felt relieved, actually. Seemed like it was a weight off his chest. Like he was glad he didn't have to choose. Does that make any sense?
Yeah, I think it does. I always figured if I'd start it at all, I'd start small, a hand or an eye. Test the water.
An eye is starting small? What the fuck? No way! Like a pinky finger is starting small. You want to replace an eye as a testing the water? Are you insane? What the fuck? This guy's the killer. This guy's a psychopath. This guy did it. Let's go. We're out of here. Game over. Thanks for watching, everyone.
I mean, Reyes has only a modded eye.
Yeah, and she's insane.
No, she's just mean. There's a difference.
She was nice before she got the modded eye.
How do you know? Is it Doc Ocking her? Is the eye taking over and making her evil?
It's calling to her like the Green Goblin mask.
Is that why she's a cop, despite the fact that she got the eye because she's a cop?
No, she got the eye. She wasn't a cop, and then she saw the eye, and she was like, "I need that eye." And then the eye was like, "Yes, become a cop, and then you can have me."
Fucking Christ.
Yeah, what? It makes sense. Hi, Voivel. How's it in? How's it is?
How do you? Never thought about lobbing my whole damn arm off, but the recruiter was.
Why did it send twice? I only saw one message, and it's just is the
enthusiastic. He said because of the NCDA, there was financial aid and resources. Of course, that got shit canned, so now me and every other modder is royally screwed. Couldn't even let me keep the tax credit.
Look at my stream. No, I need to get those messages off of my stream right now. Hold on 1 second. You should play Omori. Maybe someday. Hold on. Chat box, go away. I don't want the chat box this stream. I'm tired of it. Act Hex, thank you so much for the gift. Okay. Yeah, fuck the chat box. We all hate the chat box. We current game up in this bitch.
Yeah.
The new Citizens with Disabilities Act was amended, not repealed. But I doubt he'd appreciate the distinction at the moment.
I worked the tighter spaces, the high volt environments, mostly canopy up. Typical stuff for modders, you know?
He's speaking freely now. Don't need to do much more than repeat his words back to him to keep him talking. But the right word choice here can still make a difference. You work on the canopy. You must be... If it's green, that means it won't like progress the thing,
if it's
right?
green, it means you unlocked it by looking for by examining something else earlier.
Okay. I'm gonna go under a lot of pressure then, right?
Yeah.
Because it's green.
Yeah.
You bought Requiem and it's so good? Yeah. It's scary though. I'm very scared of Requiem.
It's Griersh.
It's Griersh.
What the fuck do you call what Morgan wears instead of a tie? I forgot.
Is that that's a good question. It's not a cravat because that's what Edgeworth wears.
Yeah, no, whatever it's called, I love that shit.
Yeah. I like her little what is it?
I love that she's got a fucking bondage harness incorporated with her outfit.
Is that, well, she's wearing the fucking corset, and then she's got, these look like the things that Leon Kennedy wears to put his gun, like the gun holsters that Leon Kennedy wears Is she loaded?
Yeah, no.
Is she strapped?
Bolo tie. Thank you. It's very cowboy.
This becomes a light gun shooter once you get into the actual courtroom.
Yeah, actually, this is a prequel to Time Crisis.
You must be under a lot of pressure now that the subways are cordoned off.
Damn straight. And this crap with Long? Once word got out that the case against him was real, every desk job in the chain became terrified of their own shadow. All of them convinced that internal affairs is going to come knocking if they misplace so much as a paperclip. Everything by the book means no room for compromise, no room for problem solving.
No room for engineering?
Yeah. And no patience for screw-ups.
He's trying very hard not to look at his shoulder. Why aren't you wearing your prosthetic right now, Carlos?
Yeah, that. Rejection issues starting last month. A lot of sleepless nights.
Rejection? Did the therapy not take?
It's not like that. I wasn't oozing pus out of my socket. Thing.
Then, do these rejection issues have anything to do with your scars?
Not in the way you're thinking. I'm right-handed.
So those cuts on his face are just from shaving?
Never thought this go on so long I'd have to relearn how to do everything. I mean, the problem started small, trembling, but then spasms. Just oversensitivity, they said. An easy fix.
But the problem got bigger?
Couldn't let it get that far. Need to be able to trust your own hands when you're on the job site. Drop a cutter at the wrong moment and people could get hurt. So I sat down, made an appointment, turned in my arm, and watched my case get placed at the back of the damn line.
Where did you turn it in?
Some mass turnaround chop shop with a waiting list like you wouldn't.
It doesn't sound like you're a happy customer.
Hell no! I found a dozen other clinics with shorter wait times. But as long as I'm renting and not owning...
The manufacturer decides where your arm gets maintenance.
And that's why I'm sitting here with this expensive-ass stump for a shoulder. I haven't been able to work in weeks. Bosses were generous enough to say my position might still be there when I've got two working arms again.
Interesting how this guy who is left-handed and cut his own face while shaving and hasn't had access to his arm in like a month also shot his girlfriend and 6 other women with like the most accurate shots that has ever been done with a gun that is like 50 years outdated.
You're starting to piece it together.
I think maybe, just maybe. Oh, no, chat's right. He must be ambidextrous.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, never mind. I take it all back.
Forget about
he's ambidextrous in everything except for shaving. That's his one kryptonite. He can't shave, but in everything else, he's actually better with his left arm. His left arm sucks at everything except shooting women. You couldn't buy or rent a replacement yourself just in the meantime?
I serve at the pleasure of the state. And they've got exclusivity contracts with Hindi all locked up white knuckle tight.
Hindi? Howe Industries? As I recall, he's registered with one of their Habilis models.
If I took one step on site with uninsured tech. Forget the fines. I'd lose the down payment and my arm. And I'd never work in this city again. If this was last quarter, maybe I could have worked something out with management, but like I said, no one's sticking their neck out for anyone now that longs in hot shit.
You mentioned discomfort. Are you in pain?
Pain will come and go. It's the itches that'll kill you. And the phantoms come back pretty fast when I don't have anything arm-shaped attached to me.
Didn't they give you something to, well, wear in the meantime? Something the clinics lend out for cases like this?
What they gave me is a deadweight, three-jointed, landfill-bait piece of shit! Sorry. It's just a very shitty feeling. Having a part of your body that you know they cut corners on. Fits. It's compatible, technically. I can slot it in and feel on balance again. But the fingers don't even bend. Quick twitch motors are way off. It's like walking around with your arm asleep or dead.
So, were you wearing it when... I feel like you were arrested is probably more, you know?
Best not to provoke him with emotions right now.
Yeah. Were you wearing it when you were arrested?
No, I wasn't. But I'm pretty sure I saw the police bagging it as evidence, so can't have gotten too far.
So Detective Reyes was being quite literal about how he was found. He had the victim's blood on his left arm only, because at the time in question, he didn't even have a right. No inconsistencies in the story so far, and he's opened up about as well as he can be expected. But this has all just been a warm-up for the both of us. Now comes the delicate part. Carlos, you and the victim were romantically involved. How long did you two know each other?
Right. I've known her since college. We shared a few classes, some mutual friends. Always got along. Eventually, we just got together at some point. Guess I never actually asked her out the real formal way. Sounds pretty cowardly saying that. Oh my god, this voice is making me yawn. Ugh. Sounds pretty cowardly saying that out loud.
I won't yawn. I won't give in. Nope, it's not gonna work on me. I'm not gonna yawn. I'm too powerful. I'm too focused. Nope, it's not gonna. I'm too focused. I'm in my element right now. Nothing you do will make me yawn.
Yawn. Diane. She was in genetics. Focused her studies on agriculture.
It always takes him a few tries to get used to using past tense.
Just finished her post-grad work this year. Got hired right out of the gate. Practically headhunted. You believe that? Practically headhunted. Of course she was. Any company would be lucky to have her. Unlike. It was a real-ass job. Paid real-ass money, too.
So her career was starting to pan out, right as yours had fallen to the mother of all slumps. Where was she hired?
Pedigree? No. Perigee Laboratory. Say that like the name matters. The whole setup's under Harco's umbrella.
That doesn't narrow it down. The Harvest Corporation grows a third of the soybeans and corn in the entire country. One client that size, the lab wouldn't need any others. Now, no corporation earns the mega prefix without a little throat cutting, but Harco is about as tame as big business can get. Predictable like the seasons, no one's gonna buy that they had some lab tech murdered because of corporate greed. Had she adjusted well to her new job?
Yeah, they loved having her there.
She never mentioned arguments or disputes, corporate politics getting rough?
I don't think so. Not like I've been a good listener lately. But I never got the impression that she... Look, no one I know could do this to her. And there's nothing she could have done that would deserve what happened to her.
It was a long shot, hoping for a disgruntled character from her past to shift blame onto. But with no other suspects, I can't just reshuffle the detective's suspicions. I'll have to disprove their argument entirely. Thank you, Carlos. That was very helpful.
It was?
Now, I'd like you to try and tell me whatever you can about what happened tonight.
Oh.
Start at the beginning, and take your time. The details are important.
All right, Miss,
Morgan.
I'll try, Morgan.
When you're ready.
We were arguing. We had been arguing a lot lately, arguing about stupid stuff. I haven't been working, haven't been making money. Haven't been pulling my weight. I was mad at myself. But more than that, I was jealous of her. Jealous over nothing. Jealous over goddamn money.
The reports say you were arguing about 8 p.m.?
8? Yeah, must have been when we started. We got into it and I said a lot of things that I shouldn't have. I said one thing that I really, really shouldn't have. I crossed the line and we both knew it, so I left.
You left?
Yeah. Walked out the front door. Thought some fresh air might help me cool off. Help me figure out what to say to make it up to her. Of course, the air wasn't fresh, just humid. Thick like mud. And while I was pissing away the time, Diane was...
Did you bring your phone with you or any other electronics?
No. I kind of stormed off. Didn't even take my key fobs. Didn't even lock the door behind me.
With optics down, traffic and street level cameras won't help him. That leaves. Did you go through a checkpoint or talk to anyone with modded eyes? Did you buy anything, cash or credit?
No, not even a vending machine.
Not even a damn vending machine, huh? I may have met my match. How can anyone be this unlucky? That's quite unfortunate.
I just wanted quiet at the time. Wanted to wallow in it, really. Sorry if I don't have all the details straight. My head is... But if my exact route would help, the cams probably...
He's like the Charlie Brown of serial murder!
I fucking hate that.
Good grief.
Good grief. What? What is it? Optics was what? Can that even happen?
And there's no other proof you were out at the time Diane was killed. Meaning you've got no alibi.
This can't. Listen, I didn't do this. I couldn't.
Carlos. I'm the one person you don't have to try and convince. After all, I'm your lawyer. So let's just get it all out there and see what we've got to work with.
Right.
Now, you said you left to clear your head. So what made you come back?
I came back because I heard a noise. Loud noise. Didn't know what it was. But it was loud and it scared me. And it came from the direction of our apartment. I was walking back at first. But at some point I must have started running. Because when I got back, I was so out of breath. And when I saw that the front door was open, something dropped in my chest and my lungs wouldn't.
You live on the first floor, right?
Yeah, first floor apartment. Street facing entrance. We were proud of that when we first moved in. Like it was some kind of big deal. From the hallway, I saw her, but I didn't realize. I never thought that she was. The lights were off. The whole room was a mess. I thought we had been robbed, or she had fallen, or there was broken glass, furniture knocked over. She was. I called her name. She didn't move. I checked her pulse, and she was still warm. Her blood was warm. And I saw
the gun.
Looked so heavy, but I thought it had to be fake because I didn't want it to be real.
I'm going to drink some peach iced tea real fast. One moment.
Whoa! I have wanted for ages to do a stream where like a stream or a video where I just try a shit ton of peach products.
Do you like peaches?
I love peach, and I specifically love white peach.
I used to have a peach tree in my backyard when I was a kid.
Ah, fun.
Squirrels would always steal the peaches, though.
As they do.
But if they didn't, I could go outside and I could get a peach whenever I wanted. We also had a plum tree, and it was the same story. I got free plums.
But squirrels.
But squirrels?
Well, you said it was the same story, so I imagine squirrels were involved.
Yes, squirrels were involved.
I see.
Yes. Is that why you picked it up?
What? Pick it up? I didn't touch that thing. I didn't shoot her, damn it.
Doing what I do, you hear a lot of lies. White lies, blatant lies, hasty lies. Bad lies especially. For me, it's always been easy to spot a lie. But it can be hard to know what to do about it. I have all the proof I need in my files, but he's nervous and defensive. And none of this works if he doesn't trust me. Stay up to date on the details of all evidence by checking your phone. Morgan's too busy being on her damn phone to solve any sort of murder.
She's got that teenager who's bothering her all the time. God, I forget her fucking.
If your clients notice that you don't know what you're talking about, they'll stop giving you any credit. I love the little like Morgan card here. It's so cute. I want an actual. I want an actual playing card deck with these cards. You did touch the gun, Carlos. That's just a fact, and we know because we found prints, right? Evidence. Bear's fingerprints matching Carlos's. Carlos backer is flat. Yeah. It's a fact your fingerprints are on that gun.
What? But I didn't do this. I wasn't thinking. I was just.
Carlos, all I'm saying is that you picked it up. That's all.
Would you believe me if I said I didn't realize it was a gun?
That explains how his prints got on the gun. But not in a way that would satisfy the police. Still, if all he did was hold the gun...
Oh, stupid. I know what a gun looks like. But seeing in my own home right in front of...
You were in shock, Carlos. You still are.
Police came in sometime after that.
We know you did it because... Looks at phone. Hold on a sec. Wait a minute. Hold on. Sorry. Fuck. Shit. Your prints were on it.
I don't remember much of what they said. Things started moving fast, it seemed like. The rest of my night went probably the way you'd expect.
Carlos, you admit to having a verbal argument with Diane, but you said you were surprised to see the room trashed when you got back? To clarify, you're saying that you two never had a physical fight.
What? Physical? We never fought. We never fought like that. Did the police say that we did?
They assumed as much. Which means they also assumed the room was disheveled well before the shooting occurred. Considering what Carlos has told me, what else did they assume?
What is it?
I'd like to have you take a look at something for me, the crime scene.
Oh.
It's an AR module built from data taken as the police entered, so...
Right, it's just that...
It's just data, Carlos. No grisly details.
Okay, let me see it. That slightly concerned, happy expression he did was honestly kind of cute.
Do you think Morgan ever accidentally shows off cyber nudes to clients when she's trying to package in the AR data of the crime scenes?
I think she I think she's really into robot girls. And she has just like an immense amount of robot girl pornography.
Sorry, I accidentally showed you Gears Monthly. Please disregard that. Take your time.
It's like the one thing to fucking break her character. She's like, ah, shit, ah, fuck, oh no.
I didn't mean to upload that file.
All right, I think I've got it.
That's how the police found things. Now close your eyes and think back to how the room looked when you left. Try and focus on what's out of place.
All right.
I'll take notes. You just say whatever comes to mind.
I don't remember exactly where everything was. But, well, the mirror was upright, of course. And that clock was still on the wall. The chair got knocked over at some point, and the bed got tossed, the cushions torn, and the urn fell. Other than that... No, sorry, that's all that stands out to me.
Oh, did I skip a line? Nope, nope. I see, like so. I adore Morgan so much. She's maybe the perfect protagonist. I love someone who's so goddamn serious and then does shit like this and just God, this is just wonderful. This is just a beautiful world to I get to live in a world or I get to exist at the same time as Morgan Evangeline. This is so great.
I believe you swapped them. It's Evangeline Morgan.
I don't think I did a damn thing wrong ever.
Okay, water. Ugh.
Yay! No one hydrate. Save the water for me. What's wrong? Something out of place?
That's the expression. It's the expression that I think is honestly kind of cute.
Carlos, you need to trust your instinct. If anything seems off, don't be afraid to speak up. I love the little eye sparkle. Oh my god, she's so proud of her art.
She's so proud.
You need to trust your instinct. If anything seems off, don't be afraid to speak up. And don't be afraid to compliment my awesome drawing.
Subscribe to my Patreon, Carlos.
You get 1 free drawing per month. If you subscribe for the $50 tier.
It's just, I guess I assumed your notes would be making edits to the AR?
Well, I suppose that works too.
Oh, she's so sad.
Oh.
Sorry, I didn't mean... Nope, I gotta find the lower register again. Hold on. There we go. I think your drawing was pretty good, considering...
I'd like to change the subject now, Carlos.
Right.
Let's talk about the letter that was found on your desk.
Letter? What do you mean? He hurt her feelings. Execution.
We don't normally do Danganronpa executions, but for you, we'll make an exception.
It's punishment time.
I mean, this letter here, do you recognize it? Because the police are calling it a confession.
A confession? But this is just a note to self.
Pardon?
Look, when we fight, I lose my temper. Say things I don't mean to. So this morning, I tried writing things down, so I'd have a script to stick to. So I could apologize to her instead of just fighting with her.
Carlos, you say in the note that you hurt them.
I broke her fidget tubbies.
Execution. You broke her fidget tubbies! Two surly lawyers hold him down. I don't know what the Oompa Loompa equivalent to this game would be. I guess just lawyers.
Morgan organs.
2 Morgan organs hold him down. This is legitimately the worst thing I've ever heard in my life. I can't believe you broke her fidget tubbies. Her what? Her what?
I love that's one of my favorite writing devices is when the internal monologue does it first and then they actually say it.
It's good.
Also the fucking kawaii ass music. Her fidget tubbies. They're these collectible ceramic character things. They're supposed to be like tactile. You use them as paperweights or conversation starters.
Conversation starters?
She loved those little things. They're not worth a damn. Buy them at any flea market or garage sale, but they meant a lot to her. And I broke them. I mean, I was pissy at the time, but that goddamn piece of shit rental arm, I hardly know where I'm swinging it half the time. I got so angry I just ripped it off and tossed it in my room, that cheap, dusty, worthless...
Okay, let's say he did break her fidget duckies with his replacement arm. What does that change? Nothing at the moment. There's not enough detail in the note for me to prove what his intent was when he sat down to write it. But if the police insist on claiming it's a confession for the Heartbreak killings anyway...
Couldn't even bother to sweep them up. I felt so...
All right, Carlos. Thanks for answering my questions. Now, I'm going to call the police back in here, and I'm going to get things cleared up for you.
What? That's it?
That's it.
Oh, okay.
Although, before I do that, I do have to ask. What do you know about the Heartbreak Killer? Those are really cool. I really like those cuts.
Yeah. It's like, ooh, tension moment. Heartbreak? You mean that psycho that was trending all month? I mean, as much as anyone, I guess. I haven't been getting out much, but I'm sure everybody's on edge. A guy like that out there, he shoots people through the heart, right?
There's 1 pixel of his scar bleeding through his character outline and going onto the outside. Do you see that?
I think you're looking at the fact that there's a glow effect.
Nope. No.
I see the pixel you're talking about.
His very left scar. He is the one over on the right and the 2 on the left. And there's 1 pixel.
I see the pixel you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
These sprites are rendered with a very minor glow effect.
Don't defend them. This is unacceptable for the game to have shipped this way. They should refund everyone $100 on this free demo.
Free demo?
Yes. You're right. That's silly. $300. The police have kept any victim's appearances far away from any upstanding news sources. So unless he was already following the murderers, Carlos wouldn't notice any resemblance to his girlfriend.
I mean, she was shot in the chest, but that doesn't mean anything, does it?
If he's this slow on the uptake, it's gonna be a real shock when these officers walk in here and accuse him of being a serial killer. I'll just have to squash that theory as quickly and definitively as possible.
And the case begins.
This is just like that one Death Note the musical song. And considering you paid for chapter 1 and 2, you must be entitled to a fortune in refunds. Oh, you're never gonna have to work a day in your life. Wait, the case, are we going to trial, or is the case just against the cops in this room?
Oh, you're doing it here. I didn't realize you could smoke in here.
Technically, I can smoke wherever I want. For a fee. Oh, that's so good. That's so wonderful. Really that's so awesome. That's so good. This game is amazing. Oh, and I get $300. This is the best day ever.
I guess so.
Nervous? Don't be. I'm the one who's on the clock.
Right. I'm sure this isn't your first time doing this.
No, of course not. It will be my first homicide defense, though.
Oh.
Why does everyone always think the first time's so goddamn important? Hey, cheer up. I've got relevant experience in other areas.
Oh. And, what areas are those?
You ever gamble, Carlos?
No, ma'am. I never go anywhere near loot boxes.
Fuck, so good.
Won't touch the stuff.
I meant more like playing cards.
Oh, well then, no to that too. I've actually got pretty terrible luck.
Hi, QWERTY. Can't stay but enjoy it. It's so great. I'm really liking it so far. It's so good. Thanks for stopping by. Could have fooled me. Well, what I do is a lot like poker, Carlos. See, I go up to women and I poke her. Poke.
When I barely even know her.
Poke. Poker's nice because
isn't this funny?
Even if you're dealt nothing but crap all night long, you can still win, which makes things pretty fun.
Okay, so, do you have a good poker face?
Hi, Vexgal. I like to think so.
And are you lucky?
Only when the stakes are high.
And in this metaphor, we're playing poker. And the state's the dealer.
If only. No, the state's more like the house.
You mean like the house always wins?
Yes. They're very good at it. Winning, I mean. That's why they're up there and we're down here, and that we're out there and she's in here, and that we're the lawyer.
She's the sheriff.
And we're the lawyer.
and London's the cop.
That's why they're the house.
So what do we do?
We play the cards we're dealt as best we can. Win more hands than we lose. Keep it up and eventually someone will come over, tap the dealer on the shoulder, and whisper something in their ear. And then we'll be politely asked to leave.
That doesn't sound very triumphant.
The house always wins. So our definition of victory is more like, don't lose.
Thanks, Morgan. I guess I was more asking, like, what should I say?
Just leave all the talking to me.
Chat, what's this game? It says under Saruni of the Devil.
Didn't pay attention to that? No one ever does. I don't know why I bother putting anything anywhere anymore. No one ever reads. I gotta stop saying, why am I even streaming? This sucks. I'm gonna disappear for a million years.
So that's the strategy. What's up?
You know, there's a saying about gamblers with strategies. Yo, ready to confess yet? Cause I already woke up the DA. Already? She must be new. The district attorneys have final say over whether or not a case is brought to trial. Only fair, since they're the ones who end up having to actually prove the damn thing. Most of them prefer simple guilty pleas over long, protracted trials. And they all dislike having their time wasted. One moment.
Okay, time to see if I can distinguish my London and Carlos voices.
Unfortunately, then, you'll have to call them back. Because my client is not guilty. And frankly, I'm not even sure you have enough to hold him here.
Right. What she said.
You've got a weird sense of humor, counselor. Different generations, I guess. Before my time kind of thing. I'm very serious when it comes to defending a man's innocence, detective.
Counselor, we have your client's written confession.
His written confession. Let's start there. Okay.
Okay, we'll
be happy to. The thrust of every argument starts with the facts, what's already known and agreed upon. Public knowledge for every player at the table. It's pretty simple, counselor. Real paint by the numbers stuff. See, we found a note at his apartment. With his fingerprints on it, apologizing for how he hurt them all so bad. Now, how are you planning on spinning that? Those are the facts, but I've been building up my hand all night. And now I've got the weapons to answer anything they try to throw at me. Well, my client did write that note, and it was an apology, but not for murder. He was apologizing for... Analyze the facts as they're laid out, then review the response in your hand. Select the card that best answers the argument and place it into the slot at the right. You can mouse over to an opponent's portrait for a reminder of what key point you're answering. He wrote a confession.
So what was he apologizing for?
Ceramic crap. He was apologizing for the gun, for killing all those people. That would be Morgan if she was like a bad lawyer.
He broke the fidget tubby.
We have to say that he's the murderer. I'm sorry. He broke the fidget tubbies. I'll be honest. I'll be completely real with you. He fucked up the fidget tubbies. I think we just have to say he's the killer.
No, we just have to kill him ourselves. Deploy. No.
Did you turn French for a second?
Yes.
More.
Deploy.
More.
Oh, I'm French now.
Do you remember the name? I feel so silly because I just watched Ratatouille like a week ago, but I forgot the name of the critic character.
Oh God. Fucking Antonigo.
Yes. Yeah. Do you think he ever picked up his pen off the floor? Or did he just leave it there for dramatic effect?
I think he did.
Eat this. Yum, 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 yum.
Chihuahua woman eats cards.
He was simply apologizing for this. The hell is that? I found myself asking that exact same question.
What are we looking at here? Something from the crime scene?
This diagram of the room, it's created from data you captured, right?
Pure, non-GMO, augmented reality crime scene data, yeah.
What's non-GMO?
Not much these days.
What's up with you? Notice anything out of place? Yeah, the whole room's full of busted shit. It's the scene of a murder. Full of busted shit for sure. But I was more referring to the unidentified ceramic debris found on the western side of the room. The hell is that?
Ceramic debris, huh? Must be from the face that got tossed.
Actually, that's not possible.
Oh?
Because that face wasn't damaged. It's not possible for debris to have come from that vase, because that vase is still pristine. How is that?
How is that possible?
Oh, did the game just freeze? Oh, nope, it didn't.
The lady at the garage sale told me that it was so old and delicate.
Okay, so that vase was placed down very gently and softly, and maybe there wasn't as much of a struggle as perhaps it was made to seem.
Or dude got fucking scammed.
Oh. He was actually sold an invincible vase. He got scammed with a vase that can never break.
He got sold a
Yeah, he thought he was getting a vase that would break immediately, and he was actually sold a vase that could never take any damage.
He got sold Mark Vason. Damn it. The one time I try and thrift shop on my own.
Well, so what? What does it even matter?
If the vase doesn't have a scratch on it.
Then the debris must have come from somewhere else. That debris is what my client wrote the apology over. You're saying that confession was an apology for not vacuuming? I am, because that pile of rubble is all that remains of the victim's collection of Fidget
tubbies. I love that this song is called And What's Your Vibe?
What he said. Yeah, that's pretty good. The music in this game is good. I never should have doubted. Mr. Flat broke his victim's ceramic figures by accident, and this impassioned note to self was just his attempt at scripting out an apology.
Can you prove that?
We're taking this seriously? As much as I wish we weren't. We're all in agreement that my client wrote that note, and we can all plainly see
fuck yeah, guitar riffs go, hell yeah.
I like this sprite also. This game is a really good art style.
I have feelings about this sprite because she's really breasting boobily right here.
Why do you think I said I like this sprite?
Yeah, someone had to say it.
I like when women breast boobily. This is true.
Yeah.
Did I ever tell you about my stream plan that never panned out?
What was it?
You know what? No, I won't say this. I won't say this live. I'll tell you after stream is over because I might still do this someday, and I don't want to spoil it. But remind me after stream is over. And we can all plainly see that there's ceramic debris at the crime scene. Now, since it couldn't have come from the vase, it must have come from the collectibles. Simple, right? The hell are you on about? The entire room was trashed, as the arcs clearly shows. Those fidget tubbies must have gotten pulverized during the struggle too. I love that Reyes immediately calls them fidget tubbies correctly because she absolutely knows what they are. Because she's like a zoomer. She knows about fidget tubbies and she loves them. You really gonna claim he sat down to write an apology for breaking her toys after gunning her down? Not a bad train of thought, but I can do better. No, those collectibles were destroyed much earlier than that, and there's proof. I'm taking a sip of tea.
Ooh, tea.
Yum. Amazing.
Fucking love this track.
Yeah, this music's great. Okay. Revolver, nope. Rental, stiff and unwieldy. A dusty fidget tubby slayer in police custody. In his shaky handwriting expresses a lot. I mean, it would be this, right? Because we would be able to see if it has like ceramic whatever on it.
Yeah, it's dusty.
Just take a closer look at the rental you took into custody. Huh? One swipe of your finger should show you exactly how devastating it was to the Fickle Buddy ecosystem. It's fidget tub. I was right. I was right. I was right. She fucking loves fidget tubbies. She's a zoomer who loves fidget tubbies. This game is awesome. Oh, whatever. You did take it into custody. I'm sure your text found ceramic debris on it, right?
Now that you mention it.
Fine, whatever. He broke them with his arm while he was killing her. Happy? Overjoyed because
even a cheap arm's got an operating system that would log the last time it was worn, right?
Right.
See, I happened to spot a footnote on the lab report. Said that rental hadn't been used since the AM.
Whose side are you on, old man?
It's gotten pretty late, sunshine. Just trying to save us all some time where I can.
Well, thank you for your service. Well, thank you for your service. Are you seriously buying this crap? Just look at how scrawled, how panicked that note is. You expect me to believe he was that upset over a fidget tubby collection? One that hasn't even been graded? I was so fucking spot on. This is so good. Oh my god, her entire house is gonna be like full of fidget tubbies. I really hope we see Reyes' fidget tubby collection. Setting aside Detective Reyes' surprising depth of knowledge when it comes to collectibles, you're correct. There's no real monetary value. It would be odd for Carlos to be shaken over their loss. But so what? So what? After all, that's not panic you're seeing on that page. No, the only reason that note looks the way it does is because Carlos is right-handed. Because Carlos is right-handed.
Yes, I am. Did they not know that? Shouldn't that be on my permanent record or something?
So, the reason the note looks like asylum wall scribbles is just because he had to use his left hand to write it.
I tend to think better writing than typing. And I need to get used to using my left anyway. I just thought it could be good practice. Taking that into account alongside the ceramics.
Your slam dunk confession is looking about as watertight as a fishnet. Okay, fine. Forget about the confession. Congratulations, counselor. You've established that your client's remorseless. Now let's get back to the reality of the situation. Here are the facts. We found your client at the scene of the crime, wearing a coat covered in the victim's blood, right next to a big old goddamn gun that just so happened to have his fingerprints on it. That's right, that coat is... What, you gonna claim it's not his? That he actually wears an extra small? She's trying to bait me in her typical low-key fashion. As the arguments flow, you won't always have the stronger hand. Sometimes the best you can do is hold your tongue and avoid overcommitting. Try to lose as little credit as possible while you wait for a more favorable chance. She must have something. No sense playing into it. Something you'd like to ask me, Detective? I'm just curious. What'll it be next? You gonna tell me he actually wears an extra small? Can I not raise?
It's giving you this one free.
Okay.
Just to explain how the mechanic works.
Gee, Carlos, do you?
No.
Yeah, sure, there's no evil twin you've forgotten to mention. No, I'm afraid not. Not even gonna go for a mysterious third party at the scene of the crime? To prove his innocence, I will need to get there eventually. But going there now without hard evidence? I have no evidence of a third person at this time. Damn right you don't. It's clear as day in the arcs. No evidence of anyone but Carlos being there that night. So keep dreaming. I really like this sprite too. I really like this sprite as well. She's angry. She's angry. She's like,
so angry.
She's like, I know you're a dumb piece of shit, but I can't prove it. It was obvious she had something there. I wasn't gonna win that hand either way. But at least I didn't overstep and take any more damage than I had to. We're not contesting any of that, Detective. My client freely admits to holding that gun. He picked it up in confusion after coming home to find a brutal crime scene, which was not smart.
Hey.
But not illegal either. And that's all. He had her blood all over his clothes. Yes, he did.
Right.
Do you have those clothes on hand, by the way?
The lab finished with them a while ago.
What are you getting at? It'll be easier to just show you. Do you mind getting them for me? You know what? Sure, I could use the fresh air. Stinks of bullshit in here anyway.
And here I thought the room smelled like... Morgan. What are you doing? Oh, it's covered in blood or that much. So doesn't that, like, make me look really bad?
Just relax, Carlos.
I'm pretty sure that's impossible.
You're innocent. And that means that having more evidence will always help you, not hurt you.
Really?
Really? Not really. Plenty of innocent people in prison. People with bad luck. Or bad lawyers. People shouldn't count on the truth to come out easy. More often than not, it takes coaxing. She's so green.
Morgan's green secret, yo.
Yo! We finally found out Morgan's green secret. This is what the game has been building up to this entire time. Oh, this is like Super Saiyan for her.
Yeah. She's the legendary Morgan counselor. What was it that reminded me?
All right, here it is. One blood-stained jacket, fresh from the lab. So what's your angle? You gonna tell us this is actually just hot sauce? No. That would be silly.
She actually thought it over.
So what the hell's your point? Hey. Sorry. Just got thrown off by the turn of good fortune. What good fortune? You should thank the detective for bringing your jacket, Carlos. She's just proven your innocence. My client was arrested wearing this coat. He would have been wearing it at the time of the murder. It has the victim's blood on it. We know she died when she was shot in the heart by a gun that happens to be old world pre-tagging firearm. And so this coat proves he couldn't have been the shooter. Is the blood only on the arm? So it's like not like, yeah. Is there a gas?
No, it's on the left. It's on the one where he has an arm.
No, but I'm saying like if you shot someone, wouldn't the blood spray like over the front of the jacket?
No, true.
I'll see how this plays out. I'll see what it's asking for. Is there a gas leak in here? In what world does that make any sense? Sense happens to be key here. I just need to draw their attention to what they can. Smell. Oh, let me check the evidence. Flats coat. The coat the suspect was wearing was taken into custody back from analysis. Blood on the sleeve matches the victim with 99.989 certainty. No other details of any forensic significance. The coat the suspect was wearing. Okay, don't spoil this for me, Holly. I'm gonna think it out. Blood on the sleeve matches that of the victim with 99.989 certainty. No other details of any forensic significance found. What you can smell on the coat with your nose, what you can feel on the coat with your hands, what you can see on the coat with your eyes. What sense you use doesn't matter. Revolver, rifling marks,
A second.
rifling marks with a bullet. Would you smell gunpowder on the coat if it was the one that was shot? I feel like you would, but have I checked their profiles? I'm looking. I just don't explicitly like. Rifling marks match the bullets. Heartbreak killings with, yeah. A lot of certainty. No matches to any other forensic data as far back as 2051. I feel like it's got to be smell. Flats coat. Back from analysis. Autopsy report. Single. There's some handwriting. Same handiwork as previous 5. Okay. Profiles. Flats. Canopy, burn beds, poppy, sizable, luck poor. Nope, didn't mean to click that one. Heartbreak. Don't know anything there. Morgan. I just like looking at her. She's just cute.
Yeah.
It almost looks like her boobs are bursting out of her profile picture here.
Almost, yeah.
Reyes was the killer. I'm gonna go for smell because I feel like you would smell, if it's like an old gun, I feel like you'd smell gunpowder on it. There's fingerprints matching Carlos Baker Flat's left hand. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but that's just kind of where I'm at right now. Because what you can feel on the coat with your hands. The coat was wearing, taken into custody, blood on the sleeve matches that of the victim with 99. No other details of any forensic significance found. Yeah, I'm gonna go for smell. Just do me one favor, detective. Tell me what you smell. I don't smell anything except dried blood. Exactly. The coat smells like blood, but it doesn't smell of...
Cigarette! That's what I've been smelling.
Yes, Detective London, I was smoking earlier. Could you rejoin the conversation?
I've been listening. You wanted me to smell the jacket.
If you would.
Let's see. Huh. No gunpowder.
I was right. I'm so good at solving puzzles. What? What about gunpowder? Oh, don't blame yourself for not noticing. This was before your time. You can't be more than a few years older than me. But not before your partners, it seems.
She fucking flipped around the initial.
I know. It's great. I really like Riz. She's such a little shitter.
Again, a chuny as fuck Chihuahua woman.
See, gunpowder's weak by today's standards, but it's still volatile stuff. Hard to store, prone to misfiring. And when it goes bang, it leaves behind an awful lot of evidence. The hell is she talking about, London?
Modern firearms like the ones we carry use electricity, magnetism, and air pressure or sound waves.
Want to know something really awesome?
What?
My live visibility on TikTok just got restricted for 10 minutes. For disobeying community guidelines, and my reason was for harassment and bullying.
Of who?
Harassment and bullying.
Yeah, bullying who? Bullying Reyes?
I'm turning off TikTok. This is a terrible app. I shouldn't be streaming on there anyway. It's a poop app. It's a poop. Maybe they got mad at me because I always call it a poop application, a poop site,
a pooplication.
Pooplication. So did you? You learned your pooplication tables in 3rd grade, right? Like the rest of us.
Yeah. 1 poop times 1 poop is 1 poop. This is a bad bit.
My cousin tried to quiz me at multiplication tables. She threw a 9 times 9 at me, and when I said 81 without hesitation, she was like mad. and then I bounced back with a what's 7 times 7, and she couldn't get it.
Oh, poor thing.
You come for the queen, don't miss. She also kept like staring at me really wide-eyed with a huge smile and doing like a creepy smile at me. And then I was like, why are you doing that? And she was like, I'm doing a creepy smile. And I was like, let me try. And then I tried doing it back to her. And she was like, you can't do it right. You don't have it in you. And then I really went for it. And I like opened my eyes as wide as I could and give a really big toothy grin. And she was like, oh, you have it in you. She's very funny. My kids are just funny, you know?
Yep.
Anyway, did you read this line yet?
Yes, I did.
Oh.
Okay. Fucking get back to the window. They've got more accuracy, more firepower, less recoil, less noise. And they don't leave behind any residue. I love that he's pink right now.
Gunpowder
he's
residue.
Pink because he's gay.
Oh. And she's green because she's gay. Oh, and she's red because she's gay.
Yeah.
I solved the case. You talked my ear off.
Everyone is gay. You can let this man go.
You talked my ear off about how difficult it is tracking down a gun that doesn't leave digital traces. But a revolver like this one, it'd leave gunpowder on the skin of whoever fired it for days. So then, his coat. If you don't trust your noses, you can check the lab reports. I think if they had found any gunpowder on my client or his clothes, they'd have taken the time to highlight it. Well, whatever. That just means he washed off after shooting her, or just changed his clothes. That's not impossible, but it would be pretty pointless, huh? His jacket and his left hand were blood-soaked when your officers found him. Would he really go through all that effort just to get rid of something as subtle as gunpowder residue? Just to get the victim's blood all over himself afterwards?
Dunk.
In light of these details, I'd like to formally request that you reconsider the charges that Mr. Flat is facing. As soon as possible.
Whoa.
They're faltering now. Should topple over at any moment. The latter is mostly icing on the cake for them. The letter is mostly icing on the cake for them. But that gun is all they had to link Carlos to any of the shootings. So if it looks like he never actually fired the gun, I'll admit things were a little dicey there at times. But once I was able to grasp the situation, no, it's not gonna end this easy. There's some fucking bullshit about to happen. Someone's gonna break down the door and be like, new evidence! Updated autopsy report! The smaller pieces fell into place quite easily. Not my cleanest work by far, but overall I'd say. Did she just get a message? I think it's awesome that your eye goes on fire when you use it to look at emails.
Yeah.
They should make that happen in real life. They should make contacts that make it so when you look at your phone, your eye goes on fire.
Wait, did they actually manage to find it?
Something you'd like to share, Detective Reyes? You're good. Twisting the truth into knots, making the facts work for you. Thanks. But your luck just ran out, because the net scrubbers found a cam active at the exact moment of the shooting, and right now, I'm staring at a photo of the killer. Wanna bet? They should make emails feel pain. It's true. They should make emails sentient and then make it hurt for them to get sent over the internet. A photo of the shooter. If she had that, we wouldn't still be talking. But I doubt she's just pulling this out of her ass. She's got something from the scrubbers. Well, I mean, aren't these kind of the same thing?
So the question is, does she have a photo or not?
She has a photo, but it's not a photo. She's bluffing about it being a photo of, she's bluffing about it being a photo of Flat. I think it wants me to stay, because it says she must have something, which I think she does. Well...
Yeah, because you don't know what case she's about to make, so...
Yeah, do we remember what percentage of a liar Reyes was? Was she above 80% a liar?
Do you want the answer for this?
No, I'm just kind of thinking through my process here. I think the game has done this once before, where the two options it gives me are a little bit similar. I think. Okay, so the question is whether or not she actually got anything from her phone, then, right? Like whether or not she actually got pivotal information.
Yeah, is she about to use a picture to make an argument?
Faltering now.
And
hold on.
To be clear.
Okay, I think they did find something because London said, did they actually manage to find it?
Yeah.
So I don't think she's just pulling something out of her ass.
She didn't say she was looking at a picture of Flat. She said she was looking at the picture of the killer.
Yeah,
She's about to argue that picture is of Flat.
Yes. So I think it's she must have something then. I'm not sure I follow, Detective. Didn't we establish that there was an optics blackout during the shooting? Sure, there was. But this isn't from optics. Good thing I held my tongue. As I thought, the scrubbers must have managed to dig something up from outside the network. Which means... Party's over, counselor. Feast your eyes on this. I'm sorry. I love this in Phoenix Wright as well. Whenever the like prosecution or like the detectives are like, we have unassailable evidence that proves our case, and then it's just like not that at all, even a little bit. Okay, hold on. Wait, real quick, that clock is very suspicious, and now I have to look and see if I can look at the room and augmented reality, victim was shot, no evidence of digital tampering. Does it say the time of the killing anywhere?
To talk about like Flats, what Flat said about where things were.
Okay. Wait. Time of death, 9 p.m. Cause of death, ballistic trauma. Class 4, blood loss. Can I look at the well, this is I'm gonna call my shot right now and say that this is actually a mirrored image. This is somewhat right-handed, and this is taken at 3 p.m. and not at 9 p.m. Just because that's the thing. This is a mirrored image. They did this in Columbo. This is a Columbo classic.
Kabumbo.
I should do a Columbo watch through on Discord. People like Columbo, right? I know ACAB includes Columbo, and that's a damn shame, but he's still kind of a funny guy.
I thought he was a private detective.
He's no, he works for the he's not.
Damn.
Yeah, he's a police detective. He works for the
That fucking sucks.
Yeah. But he's kind of funny. He's a funny clown guy. Yeah, he's a little bumbling. He's got cuteness in him. And he's
Kabumbo.
He has a wife.
Everyone loves
He has a wife or doesn't. Do you know the name of Columbo's dog?
I don't remember.
It's actually really important that everyone knows the name of Columbo's dog. It's very telling to him as a character.
Yeah.
Columbo's dog is named Dog.
Ah.
Yeah. And it's like a really old hound. It's awesome. Columbo's so great. Anyway, feast your eyes on this. Well, okay, the quality is lacking. And yet, there it is. They managed to find a quarter needle of evidence in a whole city block of haystacks. What are the goddamn chances? No, with the scale their tools operate on, I guess the chances are, as always, in their favor. Alright, this isn't good, but it's a far cry from the worst case scenario I envisioned. You could even say I got lucky, which means the stakes are... Well, it's a little bit...
blurry?
Also, I totally got that this is a mirrored image, right? Like, I guessed that immediately. Holly, blink twice if I got it right. Okay, let's move on. Don't look at me. I didn't take the damn thing. Technically, no one took it. Look at the time of the shooting. A neighbor was on their phone. Looks like at the time of the shooting, a neighbor was on their phone. Holly? Holly? Hello? Oh no. What happened? Holly, can you...
Sorry,
oh.
I'm dealing with something. Give me like 5 minutes.
Oh, okay. Well, chat, now that Holly's dealing with something, let's just take this moment to relax and recount the situation at large. Basically, I'm a genius because I immediately knew that this was an image that has been reversed, that someone took this image and then did a flip horizontal on it. And that's gonna come to play in like 20 minutes, and everyone's gonna be like, holy shit, whoever looked at that and immediately saw that it was a reversed image, probably really smart. Also, the person in this image abso-fucking-lutely has a right hand or like something going on there, I think. Which is, I guess it could be the jacket. That could be the jacket. That's a long
okay.
Yeah, that was the fastest 5 minutes I've ever seen in my entire life.
Sorry.
Everything good?
My sister has come in from another state. I would love to spend some time with her. I just want to make sure I can finish this.
Oh, we can.
So we're not waiting on for a third session.
We can call. It's up to you. If you need to go, we can call it. But if you want to push through, I'm good with whatever.
We're really close to the end.
Okay, then let's push through. I believe this is your line.
Yeah. Probably venting about how crazy the couple across the way was acting. But if their phone was on, its camera would be on.
And so we managed to get this shot through the window. Where to begin? Far away, unfocused, ultra-low resolution, zoomed in, blurred, color shifted, and so compressed it looks like it's from another century. There were tools that could enhance this image any further, and I could count the pixels on one hand. And you could kiss its admissibility in court goodbye. You can't honestly claim that you can identify my client from this image, and there's no way in hell you could get this past a judge.
Yeah, you're probably right. We couldn't. But I think I know a DA that could. Either way, it doesn't seem like your client's leaving this police station anytime soon. That photo. What the hell is happening?
Think I know a DA that could? Don't be so modest, old man. We have photo evidence of a left-handed shooter. Nope, because it's just a mirrored image. You have evidence of a right-handed shooter and an image that was that was a selfie, so the camera took it reversed. Checkmate. We have photo evidence of a left-handed shooter standing in the hallway at the same time the whole neighborhood heard a gunshot. And who do we know had their left hand fingerprints all over that gun? You're referring to my client? You think? We've established he wasn't wearing his modded arm at all tonight, so he must have shot with his left. Yes, and we've also established that he's weak with his left side. A left side that had no gunpowder whatsoever.
Forensics will never be perfect, counselor. Sometimes we miss things. Sometimes you take a walk through the rain, and when you finally get where you were going, you somehow end up dry. But that doesn't mean it didn't rain.
That doesn't happen. That's bullshit. That just straight up doesn't happen.
Well, yeah, they're cops.
No, I know. This guy's stupid. Sometimes you jump in a swimming pool and you get dry. Nuh-uh, dumb. This guy's stupid. Send him back to stupid school for stupid people.
All of which is to say, before judge or jury, photographic evidence outweighs a failed sniff test.
Carlos is innocent. I know he is. But that photo shows a left-handed shooter. Carlos is innocent. That photo is real. If both are true, and that means the photo doesn't show what it appears to show. So, at a loss for words? Never. I'm just confused about one thing. Where was this photo taken from exactly?
Exactly. Positional data is usually only accurate to the nearest public router. If we de-anon the phone's owner and ask them where...
Why bother with any of that? Ballistics and common sense tell us that the perp shot from the room's doorway. Fuck.
It's okay, Serena.
I'm sorry, everyone. I fucked it up forever. The front entrance of the apartment faces to the south. There's a hallway that runs back to the bedroom. We're looking straight at the shooter, so it's pretty obvious that this was taken across the north window. From the north? If this came from the north, then why can we clearly see the... It's not that complicated. The neighbor who got the shot must live on the other side. Okay, hold on. I do need to look through the evidence. Is there something I can click on to see the crime scene again? North window. Shows the northern window facing the southern hallway where the shooter stood. We can't get like a 3D scan of the room or whatever.
I don't think so.
Okay, that's fine. So we're looking into the bedroom from the north window. If she's wrong, I should seize the opportunity to start turning the tide. She's wrong. The photo was taken from the west. Hold on. Let me look at the photo again. Photograph. Photo was taken from the west. Because the camera was set to the photo mode at the time, the amount of quality of visual data available was severely limited. Data recovered from an unknown citizen's phone camera at the time of the shooting File markers for post-capture multispectrum. Enhance the photo. It's already been cleaned up as best as possible. Okay. The mirror was upright. That clock was on the wall. The chair got knocked over. The bed was tossed. Testimony on the state. That clock was on the wall. The clock on the wall was... Okay.
So if you raise, you're arguing the shot was from the west, that the photo was taken from the west. So look at the west and see if you could have gotten that.
I don't think so, because this would be the west over here. So then you wouldn't see... Unless... The placement of the clock is what's really throwing me. I wish you could see the clock placement here, but from the west, if you looked in, was it maybe something from the TV screen or something? And wasn't an actual, like, shooter? No, because then flat statement, the mirror was upright. I do think it's I think this is a Ray's moment. She's right, the photo was taken from the north. I think it's a Ray's moment. Now, I'll admit I'm metagaming a tiny bit here, just because narratively, I think this is the moment where Reyes is supposed to be wrong.
Yeah.
But I do also think that the clock placement is what's going to be the key here, and I think she's wrong and it's from the west. I'm afraid that's not possible, Detective. This photo has to have been taken from the west. What kind of bluff is that supposed to be? The good detectives are misinformed here, and I need to take advantage of it. Time to press the initiative.
Yeah, you did it.
The hell do you mean this was taken from the west? The autopsy report tells us the victim was shot from the doorway. Your officer's ARCS data tells us the precise location of everything in the room at the time they arrived. And now your photo has shown us the exact moment of the shooting. And you can now raise the ante on a hand up to the current max. Answer wrong and you'll lose more credit, but answer correctly and you can bank up more credit for thicker hands down the line. And altogether, that tells us this photo must have been taken through the west window. As long as you consider... Oh, because they would have been shot at if, Well, no. Hold on. Mirror was upright, clock was on the wall, cushions were...
You want to raise that ante?
I do, I'm going to. Don't worry. More. I think it's the mirror then, right? Because we would see the mirror on the wall.
Yep. That would do it.
Holly! You gotta let me be wrong. You gotta let me be wrong.
I'm not forcing you to be right. I'm simply agreeing with you that could be a possibility.
Just take one look at the clock in that photo. It's clearly reversed, like in that one Columbo episode. The clock? What about it?
The clock, huh?
Seems like London's got an idea. If he's mistaken, I could pounce on it to keep my tempo high.
This photo was taken right before the shooting, so... Wait, don't tell me the time of death is wrong.
He's wrong. Time of death is correct. He's right. No, the time of death is not wrong, I think. I don't think that's the issue here.
Yeah. It's pretty sound.
That's a good question, Detective London. But the answer's no. The autopsy, the clock, and the neighbors all agree the time of the death was 9 p.m.
Right, no mistaking that.
So then what the hell were you on about?
We love her.
Yeah, she's great. There's a clock on the wall in this photo, analog style, and it reads 9 o'clock. 9 p.m., the time of the shooting. The hell's so special about that? Nothing. There's nothing odd about the time the clock reads, but you remember there being a clock in the room. What?
Actually, I don't recall there being a clock.
That makes sense. You wouldn't recall seeing a clock. because when the police secured the scene, the clock had already been knocked onto the floor, and the only clock in that room is in the northeastern corner, and my client has informed me that before the crime, it was hung up on the eastern wall. Like so. What the hell is that supposed to be? An artistic rendition.
It's, very distinct.
If you had information on how the crime scene was before the shooting, why didn't you just add that to the arcs? And show you my hand? Just because Discovery Lock tells us to share info, doesn't mean we have to play fair, Detective. Slipped my mind. I'll do that now. The important thing is, if that clock was on the eastern wall before the shooting occurred,
then this photo must be looking through the western window to see it.
Don't start getting ahead of yourself. The victim was shot at 9 p.m., the same time that this photo was taken of the shooter. But you want to claim that the clock's still on the eastern wall? Then it would have been knocked down during the fighting. You've got your logic backwards, Detective. Your precious photo shows that the room was pristine at the time of the shooting. And there's one other piece of evidence that proves exactly how the cards fell. Not even a scratch. Link to the crimes. From mirror broken at crime scene. Shards fell onto victim. The room was trashed before the shooting. Not even a scratch. Brown shards. It would be the glass, right? Because if the glass was broken prior to the shooting, then it wouldn't be on top. It would be underneath the victim, not on top of. So the room was trashed after that. I'm so damn smart. Max out, all in. Nothing bad will ever happen. Glass shards, what about them? Nothing much, really. Only that they're on top of the victim's body. This was in an Encyclopedia Brown book. I remember reading it in 3rd grade. And not under it. If the glass fell on top of the victim's body, that would mean that she was dead on the ground before the room got trashed. But that
doesn't make any sense. Why would anyone trash the room afterwards?
It's a good question, Carlos. Luckily, it's the detectives who have to delve into the minds of the criminally insane, not us. Tell me, detectives, were there any signs of a struggle at the other crime scenes?
The other crime scenes? No, nothing like that. Those attacks would have been over in a matter of seconds.
So, what did you think when you saw the mess in the bedroom? That this was personal and things had gotten complicated. Shit happens. Shit does happen, Detective, but in this case, it seems there's been a general misconception about the order in which shit had happened. So what if the room didn't get tossed over until afterwards? He still shot her. And we have a photo right here, and I'm glad you do, Detective, because that photo proves my client's innocence. Huh? Proving that it wasn't my client who pulled the trigger is difficult, and maybe more importantly for all of us, time-consuming. Thanks to your photo, I can instead prove that it couldn't have been my client who pulled the trigger, because the man in that photo can't possibly be Carlos. Like hell it can't! The glass shards prove that the room was pristine at the time of the shooting, and we know that when the room was tossed, that clock was on the eastern wall, which means that photo of the shooter was taken from the west. Back to this shit, that's impossible! The only hallway in that apartment runs from north to south. The only person with prints on that gun is your client, and the only fact that matters is that he used it to murder 6 innocent people. You're a very honest person, Detective. Excuse me? That's why you're such a shitty gambler. You've played your hands too early, and now I can steal the pot right up from under you. You're right about the hallway's orientation. You're right about the prints. And this HK figure has claimed 6 lives. But we aren't looking at the hallway in that photo. What? What we're seeing is... victims standing near... optics. Oh. Oh. Woman? I don't think that's true. I think it's the mirror. We're going all in, all in, all in, all in. Let me maybe take a quick little looky-loo over at not the photograph, at crime scene map. From here. Shit, where's the mirror? Flat statement. The mirror was upright. It's the mirror! All in, all in, all in. What is that? You're trying to glass shards again? Sort of. By the way, do you recall where those shards came from? Yeah, sure. They came from a standing mirror.
Congratulations, Columbo.
Yeah, I'm Cumbo.
Combo.
A mirror that, at the time of the shooting, stood across the room from the western window. But then, that would mean...
At that angle, from that viewpoint...
It would reflect the hallway. So we're not seeing a shooter with a gun in their left hand. We're seeing a killer take aim. Woo! Oh, yeah. I knew it from the very beginning, which means the person that had this gun was there at 3 p.m. or a.m. Woohoo! Combo!
Or the clock's just dead.
Or the clock is dead. But the answer to the point of the matter is that the picture was reversed and that I'm a genius.
You did a kabumbo. Congratulations.
I did a good job at solving criminal murder.
Actually, Carlos just switches the position of his clock every time he kills someone.
His ultimate trick. And as we all know, my client hasn't had a working right arm in a number of weeks. And he hasn't worn his rental since this morning. So I meant what I said about that photo. I'm glad it was recovered, because it just proved my client couldn't possibly have committed this crime. That should be the end of it. You solved the case. Who the killer then? It was you, the girl reading this at home. Except it looks like Detective Reyes really is a novice gambler. Sunk cost has its teeth in her now, clawing up her spine, whispering wounded pride in her ear. It's a cold sweat, hot palms kind of fever, the impotent, irrational fury of losing something you thought was guaranteed yours. But lucky for you,
Ready to
Detective.
do a ding pom pom?
I'm what?
You ready to do a Danganronpa?
Oh, we got to do Danganronpa? Can you do the music?
Yeah.
Can you acapella the music? I'm well versed in shock therapy. You look dissatisfied, Detective Reyes. That's one word for it. Then allow me to put a nice bow on everything for you. In summary, my client's so-called confession was just a note to self. The police found him in shock, reeling at the death of his girlfriend, and arrested him for being next to a gun he forensically couldn't have fired. After being confronted with the facts, you received photographic evidence of the exact moment of the shooting, and instead of utilizing the evidence to track down the real killer, you tried to claim it depicted my client, a man without the requisite limb, standing in an architecturally impossible hallway. That's...
Seinfeld hallway.
He could have had a backup arm. He could have stolen one. A little stubbornness can be charming, but this kind of desperation is ugly. It's getting late. Time to bare my fangs. A bit. That's the best you've got? Even a bare bones prosthetic off the black market needs to be attuned to an individual's nervous system. You'd have to bring it into a clinic, which would have left a record on his shoulder OS. A record you won't find. And he'd still have to somehow have gotten rid of it before the police arrived. SOP at the scene of violent crime calls for full spectrum scanning of the entire building and 100 meters around it minimum. So where, Detective Reyes, did he manage to hide a cybernetic arm from your drones in the time between the shooting and his arrest? I believe I got your ass. Well... Any objections? Detective? God damn it! Yay! Woohoo!
We Danganronpa.
Yay! So much fun. This game's really fucking good. This game.
Right.
Hey, Holly. Can I tell you something? I don't wanna jump to any conclusions. This game's really fucking good.
It is really good. Show me your hand, Flat. You're uncuffing me? In light of the evidence, we have no reason to hold you.
Now I gotta go call the DA and tell her I made a mistake.
Not we made a mistake, huh? Listen, kid, you should know.
Detective?
Lost my train of thought. But hey, your attorney's a real tiger, and she just fought like hell for you. Make sure you thank her properly. Public defense doesn't pay that well. Yeah,
That's kind of you to say, Detective. But my work is its own reward.
sure. I feel exactly the same, counselor. What happens now?
I'll have to speak with the DA about the dismissal. And there's still some paperwork we'll need to go through. But basically, you're free to go. Congrats, you get to leave the casino with your kneecaps intact.
Yay? But what am I supposed to do?
The detectives will continue their investigation.
Their investigation into Heartbreak, huh?
Yes. When the authorities are satisfied with their examination of the body, she'll be handed over to the next of kin. And then you can make funeral arrangements.
No, that's not what I...
Hmm?
Diane being gone is bad enough. A serial killer? It's like she died of the flu. It doesn't happen anymore.
People die of the flu all the time, but I know what you mean.
I can't make sense of it. So what am I supposed to do?
Hell if I know. There are some contacts I could give you. Services, professionals, doctors.
No, you've done more than enough for me. When you got here, I was too tired to even defend myself, to try and convince them that I didn't. You saved me. Thank you.
You're welcome, Carlos, but it's my job to.
No, I mean, thank you for not asking.
Hmm?
For not asking if I killed her.
Oh, Carlos. I didn't need to ask. I knew you were innocent from the start. Of course he was. After all. Woo! Let's fucking go! Oh my god, this might be the best video game that's ever been made ever in the entire world. Oh my god! Fuck yeah! Yes, yes, yes! Fuck! Oh my god, this is so goddamn good. I'm in it. I'm in it all the way. I've been waiting for this fucking review. This game has got its claws into me. Fuck! Oh my god, they made Phoenix Wright kill people! Let's fucking go! And they turned her into a lesbian. This is amazing. The blood's always different. Heart's always in the same place. Easy to find. Hard to miss. But the blood's always different. A flowering stain unfurling towards an invisible sun. A perfectly unique blood. Only one for each of us. A Rorschach test with singular universal meeting. Vitality at its climax, bursting forth into a red fractal consisting solely of an infinite the end. But the comical thud of a body hitting the floor has its own kind of lowbrow appeal.
And this is the key plot point of the devil.
Bullet number 6 of 6.
You will be defending crimes that you committed.
The gun's empty. It's useless to me now. May as well leave it. Feels like a waste, but whatever. Oh, she's a psychopath. Oh, she's a psychopath.
Check the heartbreak profile now. And notice the change in occupation.
Is there still a profile for yes. Morgan?
And they changed it so it's now criminal, defense attorney.
Criminal defense attorney. Defense attorney, that's so good. Hold on, hold
symbol
on.
By your phone to the top left.
Huh?
Said symbol by your phone to the top left.
Symbol on the phone in the top left? Oh, the revolver? The gun?
Oh, that's just UI.
Yeah. Hold on. High places, gambling, guns, nosy people, mud, headphones, hobby, batting cages. This is so good. Holy shit, I'm so in it. Finding the ammo was almost enough of a hassle to outweigh the advantages. I could sell an untagged gun for a fair bit of cash, but cash can't buy you peace of mind. Oh, don't look so surprised. Oh, don't look so surprised, lady. Moping around in the dark in here. Must have only been able to see my silhouette. Did she think I was her boyfriend, back for an encore of that enthralling conversation? Can't ask her now.
Hey! Yeah, did you hear that?
These old pieces are so goddamn loud, and people aren't familiar enough with the sound anymore to know to run the other way. Probably roused half the neighborhood. But I didn't see anything I could use as even a partial suppressor on the way in. They've really not afford some throw pillows. I used the other 5 bullets in outdoor spaces and small spheres of blind opportunity that the city's eyes couldn't think to pierce. Cramped places, usually full of trash. But this room, as cheap as it looks, is at least clean, organized even. So the corpse adds a certain satisfying contrast. Except, there's shit on the floor. By the window, there are broken pieces of something fragile and tacky. It's fine. It's just one thing out of place. Actually, it's not fine. It's actually really irritating. I kick over the stupid goddamn mirror. 5 perfect crime scenes, each of them not a speck of evidence, nothing to go on. And for the final shot, there just has to be some pile of shit in the corner, ruining everything! I kick the wall, something falls from it, probably more tasteless bullshit. I toss over the chair, knock the urn, tear into the sheets with my frustration and try to savor the shredding. If it can't be clean, I'll just have to lean into the messy angle. At least it'll be consistent. This was all so stupid. Honestly, I'm not the ego-driven type. In fact, I pride myself on humility. Now, is it satisfying when the first 3 went down in single shots? Yes. So what? I'm not made of stone. After I did start to actively aim for the heart, but... Ugh. Heartbreak killer? Really? Don't people have anything better to do with their time? What kind of miserable, lifeless voyeurs would obsess over something that's none of their business? All of the threads and breakdowns and the goddamn theory crafting, and all for the heartbreak killer. Sounds like a soap opera villain from a season where the writers were on strike. I'd feel insulted by the label, but no, that's someone else's name. They came up with it. They spread it. They marketed it. Heartbreak's got nothing to do with me. He's just some reclusive, lonely, socially impotent loser who shot 6 people because... Well, I'm sure people will come up with something. That he got rejected one too many times or whatever. Me? I killed those people because I saw them and wanted to. And I've killed a lot more than just 6. At least the room is thoroughly trashed now. If I had just walked away after seeing that mess by the window, it would have irritated me to no end. And now that it doesn't match the MO with the last 5 perfectly, it'll irritate the cops to no end instead. Good riddance, Heartbreak. You enjoy your 15 minutes in the spotlight. Really savor it. I'm going home. The air's weighty tonight, thick, energized. A heavily foreshadowed summer rain that I can feel on every hair. They call this kind of humidity oppressive, but I disagree. The warm tension on your skin, like in those short moments just after the shower turns off when the steam lingers. Yeah, it's always most comfortable right afterwards. Maybe there's no disagreement to be had. Oppressive things can be comforting too. Only the guilty ones run. I don't know about that, but I know I've never felt guilty about any of this. And I walk.
Sorry. Using my left is still.
That's okay. You can just initial in those spots. I took a scenic route home, courtesy of our fine city's sprawling public transportation, and gotten a bit after 11 p.m. Every scene with her and like a person just alone is gonna make me feel insane now. Had myself a thorough shower, drank a glass of milk, did some stretching, made sure my phone was on. Time went by evenly. Around 1:40 p.m., a posting for public defender work came up. Decent rate since it was so late and so urgent. I had wagered correctly that the boyfriend would have enough sense to ask for a lawyer, and enough debt that he'd need to be provided one. All I had to do was stay awake. There wasn't much competition after 1 in the morning.
Okay, where else?
Here and here. How did I phrase it earlier? Criminal defense attorneys aren't always exactly flush with customers. Why wouldn't I take a job where I already knew more than the cops? It would have been so easy to convince Carlos to plead out. I would have gotten paid the same too. But easy is dangerous. Carlos was, of course, innocent, so his conviction would never be airtight. There would be doubts, questions, appeals, maybe even fans depending on his looks. More attention on HK and his crimes, more headaches. A cold case rotting in the very far back of the public's awareness is always preferable to one opening shut in haste. Now, with no more murders matching HK's MO, there won't be any additional public pressure to find a culprit. Now Heartbreak can just starve to death, out of sight and mind like any other fluke in the system. Almost done? Getting involved with a case this immediately does have its risks. Hell, I might have even overdone things here or there. Like lighting up a smoke inside an interrogation room, just to make doubly sure I didn't smell like gunpowder myself. Fuck, it's so good! That London really seemed more fixated on it than I would have liked. But obviously, everything turned out rosy, and it's worth it for the finality of it all. Seeing the authorities' failings from the best seat in the house, that's just a bonus.
Thanks again, Morgan, for everything. I'm sure Diane is grateful too.
Woo! Funny, I didn't even know her name. Something the matter?
No, sorry. It's just... I was mad when I left the apartment. I know she was too. So when she died...
Death was instantaneous, Carlos. I can't imagine that she was in any pain. In fact, I can guarantee she was dead before she hit the ground.
No, I know, but... I just keep thinking that she must have died angry at me. That she must have died hating me.
What evidence do I have? Fidget Tuppies. Victim's personal collection. No. That's prosthetic. Submitted 5 weeks ago. Base. Crime scene. That's coat. Do I have evidence in my
You do.
Okay. Pill organizer. What was this again? Contains a number of prescriptions and over-the-counter medications. Prescribed to reduce Found in the victim's grasp. It's this, because we haven't used this anywhere else, and also it was in the victim's grasp because she was still thinking about all the... She was thinking about pain stuff for Carlos. To tell you the truth, Carlos, there's something I've been wondering about myself.
What is it?
Death was instantaneous, Carlos. Really sealed murder. No pain at all. A really good job.
Yeah.
Also, the heartbreak probably is shredded and has an 8-pack and really big boobs and a fat ass, and women probably love her a whole damn lot.
Yeah. Her, I mean him.
Her, I mean him. He probably has really big boobs and a fat ass, and lesbians probably love him a lot. Something I noticed in the ARCS data that I didn't quite understand. A piece of the puzzle I couldn't fit in anywhere else. Maybe you can make sense of it. Oh.
It's the only one.
Okay. There you go.
What is the... Where did you find that?
That pill organizer was found on the victim. She had it grasped in her hand when she died. Obviously, the police added it to ARCS, but it was quickly ruled irrelevant. Seems like it contained triprexazone, prescribed to help modders with phantom itches. They're small tablets, and those are tricky clasps too for a pill organizer. Could be hard to handle with an unsteady hand. No one will ever know what she was feeling when she died. Even if they did, feelings are complicated. You can feel angry, happy, and sad all at the same time. But as far as facts are concerned, it would appear that when she died, what she was doing was setting out your medications for the week. My eyes, anyway. Morgan is so friendly and so nice. What a caring person.
Okay, I gotta get ready.
Long night. Oh, do you have to go?
No.
Oh, you meant get ready for voice acting?
Yes.
Okay. That was too far just now. Practically rubbing it in his face. It's not like I care about his feelings. I doubt I'll ever see him again. But overstepping like that is pure hubris, and hubris invites a downfall. So why? Why did I even bother? So when her eyes are blacked out like this, that's her being evil mode, I think.
That's her. That's her dropping the mask.
Mm-hmm. It was the last piece of the puzzle, I suppose.
She is a sociopath.
Yes. I'll just need to show more restraint next time. Though there won't be a next time for Heartbreak. The gun's in custody. There's no bullets left. There won't be a 7th victim. There won't be any more leads to pursue. Someone's gonna be a copycat killer like the next day, and it's gonna piss her off so much. The media will move on to their next obsession. I'll move on to my next MO.
Found you.
District Attorney Rockford. Oh, she looks insane in this picture. That's awesome.
Sorry, can I try that again? I'm so fried.
Holly, this is the best video game that's ever been invented in all of video games.
Yes.
By all means.
Counselor Morgan. Morning, noon, or night, you're always so put together.
Thank you.
I don't get it. How do you sleep at night?
Pardon?
You do white noise, aromatherapy. Whatever you're doing, I need to steal it. God. I must have bags under my eyes dark enough for the dumpsters.
Assistant District Attorney Emma Rockford. She's a prosecutor, the lawyer who argues for the state in court trying to prove a defendant's guilt. And despite her sometimes unkempt appearance, she's probably the sharpest person to fill the position in decades. I should know, since I haven't beaten her once. Worse yet, she has the remarkable ability to compartmentalize all that adversarial energy and only bring it out in the courtroom. It's part of what makes her good at her job. And hard for me to read.
Should I buy a new mattress?
What have they got you doing at this ungodly hour, Emma?
Let's check her profile.
Assistant District Attorney. And then you're going to find out that she actually shadows as a secretary, and her new profile is going to be Assistant, District Attorney. Dead pixels, eye strain, eggs, Bennett. That just got me. Sorry. It got me to have an eggs part of a profile like this. Cat person, yes. That's fun.
She plays an idle game.
Awesome.
Oh, well, actually, I'm here for you.
Me?
Your client was a suspect in the Heartbreak killings. That's my case.
Well, then you must have been relieved finding out that you won't have to go to trial against me.
No? Why would I be worried about going up against you?
It's always the unintended barbs with her. So, you're working with those detectives?
Yeah, London and the new girl, Reyes. They've been reporting to me in preparation for trial.
Preparation for trial? That seems ambitious.
I guess they gave you the rundown. They've been doing everything they can, but it's hard to catch a killer who leaves behind so little.
It's hard to kill while leaving behind so little. So, Reyes told you they had HK in custody and you popped out of bed all excited to run down here?
Hardly. I haven't slept in 40 hours. Too much on my mind. So when I heard about a case with a single female victim shot through the... Yeah, my ears perked up. But that's about all.
Her dick did not perk up.
Yeah.
Oh?
I mean, Carlos Flat, a serial killer? The same serial killer that's outsmarted the state for weeks.
She's not using his middle name.
He was found with the murder weapon.
But I can answer that any number of ways. It could have been Flat. I feel like this is the most like... I don't think this super matters, but I'm gonna go with the photo. That may be true, but...
But then I glanced at the report.
Yeah, it didn't matter. We were getting the same shit no matter what. You glanced at it.
No gunpowder residue on him or his clothes.
Right.
Too remorseful, too apologetic in that note. Whatever it was about. His dominant arm modded with documented sensitivity issues. Never could have made shots that clean. Not without getting close enough to leave scorch marks. Not to mention, he's too tall for the ballistics entry angles. And probably too heavy to not leave imprints.
She got all that from a glance.
But I'm sure a competent lawyer like yourself pointed all that out the minute you walked in here.
Of course. Worst part is, she's not even being sarcastic.
Yeah, of course it couldn't have been in. Long-term relationship, physically imposing, argumentative, so not the type to bottle things up. He didn't match the profile.
Profile?
Yeah, Right, sorry, you've probably never heard of it.
I know what a goddamn profile is.
Profile is a reconstruction of a criminal's psychology based on the evidence from their crimes. Kind of fallen out of fashion for the last few decades. Not much to guess about the why when 99 times out of 100 the who is caught on camera.
Or before they even leave the house.
I've had to find some real fossils and oddballs to get advice on how to go about it. But I think I'm getting the hang of it.
I'm gonna go about Heartbreak somehow. Well, at least this Heartbreak maniac will slow down now that he lost his weapon.
It didn't lose it. He chose to leave it behind. That tells me he's confident he could do just fine without it. And it makes me even more certain that these aren't his only kills.
Oh, she's got you fucking cooked. Oh, no. You're done for, Morgan. Were there other shootings with the same MO?
No, not that I've found.
Other victims that fit the description?
No. But I'm not overly focused on the victim's appearance anyway. I mean, these 6 victims all look like each other, but they also look like a lot of people.
That's true.
Hell, they kind of look like me.
Holy shit, she's murdering people because of her repressed lesbianism.
Now you understand why I fucking love this game.
Oh, this game is fucking...
We made Serena go silly mode.
Oh, this game is fantastic. Do they? You're mad because she's the only person. Holy shit, we're playing as femme lesbian Franziska von Karma.
Yeah. What? You don't see it?
I hadn't thought about it. Liar! Liar! This is an 87% liar right here.
It's so good. Sorry. Point is, no one can kill that cleanly when it's their first time. And getting things that perfect takes practice. So I know that HK must have had a lot more than 6 occasions to practice, Morgan. And that's why I think heartbreak is a misnomer.
You've got something catchier in mind?
I just don't think shooting them in the heart has any particular significance. If anything, it's a testament to their accuracy and their cold-blooded efficiency. The best possible use of 6 untagged bullets. 6 kills guaranteed, no matter what kind of life support mods they were packing. Their real signature isn't the bullets or the gun. It's the perfection.
That's hard to wrap your head around.
I'm saying that these 6 murders were just a fluke, a slip-up,
a mistake.
Exactly, a mistake.
Oh, cooking her ass! Cooking her ass so good! Yeah, whoever did these murders must have fucked up so bad. How embarrassing.
They got too clean, too efficient, and now they've got the public's attention. It's no wonder they're so pissed.
Are you talking about the crime scene?
Yeah, probably threw the detectives for a loop, right?
Based on what you've said, I don't blame them. Whoever trashed that room doesn't seem like the smooth operator you've been describing.
On the contrary.
I don't follow.
This was the last bullet, their last shot. The other 5 were perfect. So if anything was out of place this time around, they must have thrown one hell of a temper tantrum.
You make them sound like a child.
Childish. And cowardly. And two-faced. Someone who hates to lose almost as much as they love to win.
Your profile tells you all that?
That? No. That part's just...
She's gonna say obvious and it's gonna make Morgan go insane.
Takes one to know one.
Oh, never mind. It's still gonna make Morgan go insane. So this profiling, it's some kind of investigative technique?
The theory is that a crime can tell you something about the nature of the person who committed it. Stabbing, overkill, points to passion, rage, lust. They probably knew their victim. Poisoning guns, meanwhile, suggest they can't overpower their victims physically. And then there's the things you can assume about nearly all serial offenders. Childhood trauma, prior criminal record, few or no meaningful attachments. There's a lot of recurring themes in their stories.
The detectives say HK doesn't leave evidence. So how much can his crimes possibly tell you?
That he's diligent. Almost perfect. Highly intelligent, painstakingly organized. And with enough criminal connections to get his hands on an untagged firearm.
It's rare to see her this animated outside the courtroom. It's almost like she's enjoying herself. A sheltered house cat who's picked up the scent of a mouse for the first time.
A lone wolf, educated, but
All her playfully lethal instincts coming to life.
probably overqualified or undervalued.
Though I'm not thrilled about the fact that in that metaphor, I would be the...
Know what I mean?
Definitely.
And considering the marksmanship,
The detective said that HK would have needed inside information on optics. So does that mean heartbreaks in law enforcement?
never in 10 billion years.
Oh?
Antisocial, independent, despises authority. That'd be like a stallion applying for a job on a merry-go-round. It'd be kicking kids in the head after the first full rotation.
Right, that's exactly how I'd put it.
There must be some connection to the police, though. Maybe secondary or tertiary?
Tertiary.
These types can't help but insert themselves.
Insert themselves. I don't do anything even resembling that. Wait, if HK is not a cop, how do they know about the blackout timing?
Crime meta-statistics analysis, probably.
Pardon?
Take the emergency response times from across the city and map them out. Look for brief spikes and delays, chart out the dips in... Sorry, technical, I know. But all the requisite data is publicly available. With a map, a spreadsheet, or a calculator. Anyone could reverse engineer the timing if they wanted to.
That is such an unpleasant thought, Emma. So, to summarize, you're looking for a cold-blooded, faceless, perfectionist killer who you think has no persistent MO or victim type.
In a city with an 8-digit population.
Well, good luck.
I don't need luck. I only need more information.
Well, I'm sure the city would be happy to provide you with more resources.
No, Morgan. I mean, I need more crime scenes.
Oh.
Sad truth is, if Heartbreak walked away today, I'd never catch them. Only way my net narrows is if they keep piling up bodies.
I like how Morgan always refers to Heartbreak as he, but Emma is referring to Heartbreak as they.
Well, you may notice that once Emma has started referring to Heartbreak as they, Morgan has stopped referring to Heartbreak as he.
Not a very fair trade, is it?
No, it isn't. Raid message?
Was there a raid message? Did someone raid? The
Someone
only raid I
said
saw
raid
was
message.
from like 2 hours ago. Well, welcome in. Are you here from the raid from 2 hours ago? And did you get like lost in the woods? It's fucked up that they make you run through the woods whenever you're in a stream chat and it raids someone. They make you run through the woods to get to the next stream. Many don't make it.
But getting screwed over is a given. It's a deal with the devil.
Chat, I'm pogging. Chat, I'm freaking out. Chat.
Said the fuck, almost the title.
She said almost the title. Fair enough.
Woof. Okay, that rant was pretty morbid and detailed.
For a second, I thought that Emma was just barking like a dog.
I need to get out more, or sleep more. Or sleep less, but harder? You think a higher thread count would help.
Don't worry about it. I'm always happy to listen to you ramble. It's a lot more pleasant than having to face you in the courtroom.
Sorry, but that's the adversarial process. So no hard feelings, yeah?
No hard feelings. We're both just doing what we do. I could use a cup of coffee. How about you?
Don't tempt.
If you fall asleep face first under the table, I won't even take a picture.
Okay. Just don't expect this to make a difference next time we're at each other's throats.
Heartbreak won't claim any more victims. In 2 weeks, the media will have moved on to the next sensation, and the police will have moved on to a case they actually stand a chance of closing. It's what people do. But Emma is different. This is lesbian. This is the most lesbian shot they've had this entire game.
Yes.
She'll set it aside and work a dozen other cases, never bringing it up. But a private corner of that frustratingly sharp mind of hers will continue to whittle away at it. Never finishing, never quitting either. So I can't afford to take my eyes off of her. As long as that's the case, I may as well try to enjoy the view.
The view of Emma Rockford's massive titties. And that is Of the Devil, episode 0.
Wait, there's more.
Which means you're going to be living with my friend
For how long?
I'm sorry, I don't know. There's no need to look that upset over it.
My face barely moved.
May as well have been a blatant pout from where I'm sitting. Yeah, like that.
This friend of yours, they're trustworthy?
Absolutely. In fact, I trust them more than anyone. Hey, come on. It'll be fun.
Really?
Really. Educational, too. I think you could stand to learn a lot from someone like Morgan.
Let's freaking go. This game is really good. I'm so excited for more. This game is fucking amazing. Serena, you could raid someone? Yeah, I'll do that. I was thinking about that. I should raid since...
Isn't that...
No, this,
Isn't that such a good game?
Holly, we have to keep doing this. You're free, like you have some time in the next few weeks, right?
Let's take like a short, maybe week or two break, and then we'll approach chapter 1.
Okay.
Chapter 1 and 2 are significantly longer than chapter 0.
Okay, I figured. I will say, I don't like streaming games like this alone because it sucks to do a million voices, but if you don't agree to stream this with me, I will just have to play it on my own time because I won't be able to hold off on lesbianism.
I will make time.
Yahoo! Okay, wait. Let me find someone to stream real fast. Okay. We will stream
for now.
Oh,
that's the breaking point in our Of the Devil series. If you're more interested in seeing more of me doing this exact thing, I'm going to be streaming with my friend Minnie. We're going to be continuing our Coffee Talk series, doing Coffee Talk Tokyo.
Yeah, everyone make sure you go follow. Everyone make sure you go follow Holly as well. There's a link to her. There's a link to her Twitch in the title of the stream. Well, thank you all for watching. I'm gonna raid Four Leaf Island because they're doing art stuff today and they're cool. So I will catch you all next time. Goodbye, everyone.